Hello, everyone, and how are you? Happy afternoon, or of course, depending on where you are in the world, happy afternoon, good evening, good morning. I'm Chantel Taltioli of A Beautiful Surprise, and I have a very special offer that I want to talk about where I have two spots left in my program, the Royalty Code. And it's been about a week since I've done a live, and a lot has happened. And so I've had two people sign up in the past week. And so I just wanted to come live and kind of talk about that. I'm stalling for a little bit of time because I know Facebook takes a couple of minutes, usually at least a minute, before it starts to notify people that I am live. So I can see a couple of you hopping on here. So thanks for being live. I would love to know who you are. If you want to comment, and I'd love to send you some love, some shout outs. And of course, if you're on the replay, if you want to comment, and again, I'd love to send you some love as well. So I wanted to do a live here and talk about my program, the Royalty Code. And I'm going to do a special offer at the end of this live. And I don't suspect it will be much longer than 10 minutes once I get going here. And so if you have to, catch me back or fast forward, if you're on the replay and you don't have time to listen to the whole thing, and fast forward to the special offer, assuming that it's still available. But what I really wanted to share was that yesterday I had scheduled a live with one of my clients. Her name's Lesli. And we went live, at least what I thought was live. I'm trying out a new platform. Right now I'm on StreamYard, but I'm trying out a new platform where I can stream to Instagram and different platforms that StreamYard doesn't allow. So it was the first time for me to use the software. And I thought we were live the whole time. I had the flashing red light up at the top corner saying live. And so we did about a half hour where we just talked, and we talked about, her experience in her private mentorship with me, and her experience in the groups that she's doing with me as well. And we went through the whole thing, the whole shebang, as if we were live. And come to find out that, I have an operations manager that handles all of the back end stuff for me, all of not the accounting, I have an accountant as well, but all of the operational kind of stuff, where I can message her and say, all right, I just finished that live. Will you upload it here, and tag it wherever. I get a message from her saying that it actually wasn't live. Not only that, but it didn't record at all. Like, it wasn't recorded on Zoom or anything else. And so this is just how I live my life, where exactly what we were talking about when she was giving her testimony in this live with me, was that understanding that absolutely everything is always working for our heart, our highest and our greatest good, 100% of the time. That the universe isn't out to get us, or that it's not a bad thing that the internet actually didn't work, or that the live actually didn't work. And an extra layer here around that is that I had actually scheduled a live with Lesli months and months ago, and lots of reasons why as to why it didn't work. But she's at this place where she is really embracing who she is, and she is finding her voice. And she wanted to speak out loud, and she wanted to talk about where she started and to where she is right now. And so, yeah, I can see, oh, hey, Vi, I can see all of you hopping on right now. Yeah, tech is a pain lately. There's definitely some energies in the air, right? Hello. Oh, I don't even know how to say your name. Ashura? That's beautiful. And hi, Leela. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I'm glad I popped up as well. I am doing classes, and I assume you're talking about Pilates classes. I am doing classes, and I have a brick and mortar in Harriman. In Harriman now, it's in Utah still, but I teach virtually to people all over the world, which I absolutely love, because ever since 2020 happened, we opened up virtual, and I have people from literally all over the world, not even in the country anymore, that are doing Pilates with me. So if it's something, I'm going to drop my link here, and you can definitely reach out to me. We can talk about it. So I love these comments. Keep it coming. I love seeing over and kind of seeing it off to scroll off to this side. So, okay, let me remember where I was. So, I was talking with her, and she really wanted to do the list live now. She's like, let's do it. I want to use my voice. I know that she has completely transmuted into a whole new person as to where she was when we started mentoring together, which wasn't even actually a year ago. And so I was like, all right, let's do it. I tried the new platform. I didn't know it wasn't going to work. And so we went through the whole live, but right before we hopped on, I asked her how she was feeling. And she said, I'm nervous. I'm incredibly nervous, but let's do it. We're going to do it. And so, at the end, she said that wasn't horrendous. It wasn't as horrible as I thought it was going to be. And I said everything I wanted to say and I got it out there. And then come to find out that we actually weren't recording. And so I just want to give you a little like testament into how I know and how I teach my clients as well, is to understand that absolutely it happened the way that it was meant to happen. She was meant to say the things that she did to me only. It wasn't meant to be live. It wasn't meant to be put out there. And so I asked her today when I saw her in another group that we're doing together, that I'm teaching in a group. And she said, I thought of this after. She said, I had this feeling that it actually didn't record at the end. And that's what I teach also. I teach the hows. I teach the how to trust your instinct, how to trust your gut. And I said, that's funny because I just saw the flashing light and I just thought, let's just talk about this. Let's just roll with it. And so we are going to schedule another one. She does want to actually come live. And actually, now that I think about it, we scheduled it for January 4th, 3 weeks from today. So if you want to hear Leslie's story, she's got an incredible story to share. She truly has just literally become on a cellular level a whole new person in the best kind of awakened way. And that's really what I wanted to talk about here in this live as well, is the royalty code and my program. One thing that she shared in there is I asked her what she would say to someone that is considering joining, but not really sure. And she said, just do it. She said, honestly, the money is not as much as you think it is. It's not as expensive as you think it is. Just go for it. Just do it. And so in real time, when I was talking with her, I called her out on it and I asked her if she remembered we had this conversation when I first told her the price nearly a year ago. And I said, I watched your jaw drop and I watched all of the old self saying all of the reasons why that is so expensive. I can't do that. I shouldn't do that. The money should go somewhere else. And I remember her moving money around in order to make this happen. And, and then we talked about it even more today when she was like reflecting on it. She said, you know what? Yeah, I told my partner when I got home about our conversation, because what she had said in the moment was her new standard. And the title of this live, what used to be a leap is now my standard. And money is energy. Money is just the direct reflection of the flow that you are moving within yourself, when you are in flow with yourself. So when she gave to herself and she knew that signing up for my mentorship was the thing that was going to propel her into the next thing that she wanted, the money that she invested to do the mentorship with me not only flew and flowed towards her in such a dynamic kind of way. Like we'll talk about this as well in a few weeks when she shares her story. But through promotions and through her boss giving her gift cards and so many other things, that because she just took a stance for herself, money will always show up. The money wants to follow courageous leaps. Money wants to be experienced through you. Money is this really beautiful, super sexy energy that wants to be experienced through what you're experiencing. And so if you're experiencing lack and I shouldn't do that, and I should put the money over here and I should let it set up, I should have a little bit more in my savings, whatever it might be. When you come from an emotional state that doesn't feel good, money doesn't flow that direction. Money wants to feel good as well. It's its own entity. It's its own energy. And so I talk about money as the super byproduct of what you learn when you go through my programs, my courses, my private mentorship. And that's really what she had fully embodied. She had come full circle in it, where she said, yeah, that's right. I totally forgot. I remember in the moment, and this is what she talked about with her partner yesterday, thinking, holy shit, that's a lot of money. And she even said that. She said, I remember thinking, that's a lot of money. That's a big investment. And now in hindsight, knowing how much it has changed her life and knowing that she's made that money like threefold, triple, even more than that, relatively, I want to say quickly, but really time, right? Like it came back to her in ways that she didn't anticipate. And it was all because she found the alignment with herself and she took a leap for herself. And that's really the whole premise of the royalty code. You are coded to a very specific destiny. You have your purpose. You were born into the body that you have, the parents that you have, the children, the friends, the family, the career. It's all been the most divine kind of setup. Just like you have a physical DNA, it is coded, it is scripted, we can read it. We know which genes are being expressed, we know which genes are being suppressed. So too do you have a spiritual DNA. And if you want to tap into being able to take a stance for yourself, to allowing money to flow through you, to experiencing the kind of self-love that just makes your heart swell and you want to then share that out into the world, then the royalty code is for you. And so I'm just over 10 minutes here, so I'm going to just kind of wrap this up. And I opened up 4 spots. I'm offering these 4 spots because the first 4 people will have, there's bonuses that's included. And we can talk about that later, but the bonuses are part of the first 4, the 4 people that create the foundation of the royalty code, those people that are understanding that true royalty reigns in love. They don't reign through bloodlines. They don't reign through fear tactics, that they reign in the kind of love that only they can give, only they can put out into the world. And you can see my hashtag here at the bottom of the page, at the bottom of the screen, hashtag Rise Tribe. Raising the consciousness of the planet is no small feat, but I know it's 100% possible when there are more people like my client Lesli that are willing to take the leap for themselves, that are willing to step into the next level of who she knows she was coded to be. And who she was at the time was not playing full out, was not living up to what she knows she came here to do. You have a very divine purpose, and that is something that I can literally map out with you. And yeah, it's just really fun. I love what I do. And those 2 spots, they remain. I'm going to drop the link, and it's the application to go ahead and apply. If you're feeling the call, if you feel like this might be for you, if you feel like one of those last 2 spots are for you before we head into 2022 and before the program shifts just a little bit, the price will go up, different things will happen, but the last 2 spots, if they're yours, go ahead and claim it. All right. I will, I'll see you later.